And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our final best of 3 here of the night. It's been a bit of a shorter one than we're usually used to, but 7 best of 3s have been blazing on through, and we have a ZvZ between Solar and RagnaroK.
Yeah, there we go. We are going to be kicking off this ZvZ. I've been keeping my eye on Solar in particular. He's been looking really good in ZvZ lately, looking like maybe the best in the world in this matchup.
Oh yeah, exactly. He has been looking good, especially. I mean, is he good at Zerg or is he just good at Serral? It's the question for Solar, but we'll find out here tonight. As here he is in the top left-hand corner of Babylon, South Korean Zerg player for Onside Gaming. It is Solar.
And in the bottom right here, for Mystery Gaming going for that little extractor cancel into the 15 hatch. This is Mystery Gaming's RagnaroK.
And we brought it up earlier, but yeah, over the past couple of weeks, RagnaroK has been going for the 15-15 in every single matchup, not just against Terran, but also against Zerg.
Yeah, that's right. So he will be going for that here. And I'm not that familiar with this in ZvZ in particular. What kind of things does this do for you in ZvZ?
Gasless. You can...
Okay.
Yeah, you can open up Gasless, wall off, and go 2-base Roach. 2-base Roach is a bit of a seamless kind of transition for this. But RagnaroK doesn't always go for that. He can still go for a bit of a later gas timing instead, which is what we saw like when he was on Neo Humanity, if you remember. When he was playing against Terran, he was still just opting for a later gas, which was really odd and really weird, but just very akin to RagnaroK.
Yeah. I'm not going to be calling it this time. Not going to be saying, "Oh, he's going gasless." We're going to let him cook.
Let him cook, Papi. Let him cook. Because, yeah, you can see he's like oversaturated here, but I think he's still going to go for that. Yeah, he still goes for the gas. So just like against Terran, just a very delayed gas instead here from RagnaroK.
Yeah, same timing, actually. I've learned it now.
Yeah, it's the exact same build, which is really interesting. I'm really curious as to why he's become fond of it recently and why he's adopted it the way that he has. But yeah, it's just been nothing but this for a while.
Yeah, I guess maybe he just gets out some earlier drones here. Maybe he did the math, and 18 out of 16 actually is quite a bit better than 16 out of 16. Who knows? But there we go. We do see him going for this late gas. Solar, meanwhile, is getting his link speed started up straight away.
Exactly, and as you touch on that, because RagnaroK does have later gas, it means he has later link speed. It means that he should be walling off and going for some Roach play and just skipping link speed entirely, but we'll see what he has in store for us. Meanwhile, Solar is just going for a hatch gas pull into his third base. Very standard opener out of our blue Zerg player.
Yeah, definitely what I come to expect from Solar. He usually opens up with a very standard 3-hatch sort of player, and if we do see any diversions, they do come a little bit further into that early mid-game.
Exactly. And again, because this opener from RagnaroK, he's going to be walling off on 2 bases, and it could go in a couple of different directions here. He is still getting link speed. Interesting, if he wanted to, he could have gone like 2-base Lair instead and actually committed to proper 2-base Roach, but instead he is going to be committing to that upgrade here, and he is still going to be walling off though. He's still going to be contained to 2 bases.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job of stopping Solar from getting any scouting here. Solar usually extremely active with those link scouts, and okay, it's going to be melee coming out first. Not exactly sure what this means in particular, but I don't know. We have been seeing a lot of meter play coming out from RagnaroK, and I guess melee's cheaper as well, so it's possible he's just faking an upgrade, right? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I'm really perplexed because I assume this was going to be for a link flood, and it is. Like, he's banking links, he's hiding links right now for a massive flood across the map, which would have paired well with +1 melee, but instead he switches gears into +1 carapace, but still committing to the link flood.
Yeah, very interesting. As we do see it, he is just continuing to completely deny any scouting from Solar, and ooh, that is a lot of links.
Yeah, and here we go. We're going to be pulling the trigger. Links have been revealed. Back at home, Solar did cancel his Bailey Nest, assuming that it was 2-base Roach, so he has to defend with only pure Lings and Queens.
Such a clever build coming out from RagnaroK. Looks like this third might just have to be given up.
Yeah, exactly. The queen has a nice position here. You can see Solo doing his best he can to try to fight this, try to buy some time. More queens are on the way, more lings are on the way as well. +1 carapace is not going to kick in, and you can see that these lings are being thinned out.
Yeah, Solo doing a really good job of defending this. This was so clean. He only just loses the queen, but he keeps his base, he keeps his drones as well. He does have to be careful that he doesn't lose this ling fight here now.
No, he really does have to be careful not to let things snowball out of control, but he gets away with his overall build. Roaches are now in production, though, for RagnaroK as well. He's doubling down. He's still behind in the overall worker count. He's still very committed here, looking to hit a timing with carapace.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably no coming back from this from RagnaroK unless he gets some damage here. Solar is committing to this ling fight a little bit too aggressively, I think, but he is starting to get back into those drones. He has held for the moment.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that Solar hasn't started roach production. Hopefully he doesn't drone up too much, because Solar, he's already ahead economically. RagnaroK, he's been cutting workers at 32, and he's been making nothing but roaches here in the back line. +1 carapace just now kicks in. He's getting ready for a big hatch tech all-in. Solar has to be aware of this. He's trying to get a scout off. He does send one ling over to the third base to try to get an eye on what kind of saturation he's working with.
Yeah, Solar has been teching. He went into that lair. He has that roach speed. Looks like he does get eyes on that third and sees that there's no drones there. So I don't think we'll be seeing any more drones coming out from him. But as I say that, he throws down an extra gas. We do have a few roaches coming out as well as that +1 range. But that's a lot of gas and a lot of minerals that aren't being spent on roaches.
Exactly. It's going to be a tight hold here as the army has been revealed. We see Solar getting in position, bringing forward his queens. Very little creep to work with, but there we go. The overlords are going to help with that, but we still have RagnaroK with a supply lead.
Yeah, RagnaroK with a big supply lead. It's going to be a very tough hold for Solar. His army is looking much, much smaller, and RagnaroK jumping on top of these roaches that have been cut off from their reinforcements.
Yeah, and it looks like this may just be too much. The third base is going to be broken. We do have some reinforcements coming in. Can Solar hold with his reinforcements? I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be close. We are trading roach for roach, but the Ravagers are still adding so much of this, and there are still lings to reinforce.
Yeah, the lings are the big difference makers, and they are just continuing to run on in. GG is called RagnaroK with some very crafty ZvZ.
Oh, GG, well played. As we saw, even though Solar saw the lack of workers at the third base, he was still investing in +1 range, investing in lair tech, investing in just even a couple of drones and even workers, sorry, even gases, not in his army.
Yeah, that's right. So RagnaroK kind of tricking him there, tricking him on the first count, tricking him again with the extra committal into that all-in.
Exactly. And that's what we expect to see out of RagnaroK, just very aggressive play overall. Multiple layers. The first Ling Flood didn't really do the damage that he was looking for, but it was the second push that really was cleaning things up, that really did catch Solar with his pants down.
Yeah, that's right. And now we are going into a bit of a bigger map. It's going to be Ancient Cistern for the second map, so a bit more room to work here. But I wonder if we're going to be seeing a 12.
Oh, a 12 pull on Ancient Cistern. If anyone would do it, RagnaroK would, especially now that he has a lead in this series. I would love to see a 12 pull, but it's still a risky maneuver to go for on this map. Still risky.
Call a 12 pull. I'm calling it.
It would be a wild way to come back in this game, but possible. Here we go. We're loading into game number 2. Game 1, again, very quick, very aggressive. Again, it's what we expect. This is a large map, more macro-oriented, but the 12 pull. I believe.
It's still Korean ZvZ. I feel like we're not necessarily going to be seeing a long game here.
Let's go. Oh my god, as the loading screen is coming in here, we are getting ready for potentially the final game of the night. This is the last series, and of course we have a 1-0 lead for one of our players. Will we get the ace match?
Will we indeed? As here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern for onside. This is Solar. Serral Slayer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. Oh my god. Not going for an extractor trick this time, by the way. We have the South Korean Zerg player representing Mystery Gaming. It is RagnaroK.
Hey, I have 14, 13? Question
Yeah,
mark?
I saw that as well. Yeah, 14, 13 inch. Oh my. Okay, so this is very unique here. Still a a gas pool opener here, but a little bit different than we were expecting, especially with this extractor trick. It does mean that we have a little bit extra economy to work with. We have some extra drones, but this is still very committed. Yeah, very interesting opener here from RagnaroK.
Yeah, very interesting. And he is not taking a hatchery either.
No, no. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is all in. Pretty sure, yeah, we have 6 lings on the way. We have link speed as well. We do pull out of gas. Okay,
Huh.
so a 13-12 is off of one base, but you go into a Bailey nest with it. This 14-13, we're being a lot more mineral heavy instead. Yeah, a really interesting variation out of RagnaroK. Really unique.
Yeah, there we go. Drone goes down to take the hatchery. So we are going to have that full pull off gas. It's just going to be a committal of, looks like 8 links with speed. Going to be going out across the map, 10 now. So they are going to try to see if they can put some pressure on that natural, maybe force an overcommitment, maybe force some kind of 13-12 response out of Solar.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep making wings. I think we're going to flood until we can break this natural base here. I think that's going to be the goal for RagnaroK, because once again, he goes for another extractor trick just to squeeze out a couple more lings, does rock up across the map, and he's going to be able to take control of the natural for now.
Okay, quick retreat there from Solar with those couple of drones. Only drones at the moment. These lings really did rock up quite early, and they are going to be trying to zone out the lings of Solar, especially with speed kicking in very, very soon. These spawning lings could be in trouble.
Yeah, the boys are being pulled. He's reacting like a 12 pool. This is the goal here. He wants to try to make it look like a 12 pool instead, but link speed is about to kick in. Reinforcements are coming in from across the map, and it looks like RagnaroK wants to try to break this position.
Yeah, Solar going to be dancing around with these drones. Very nice micro so far from him. This is actually beautiful hold from Solar so far.
Yeah, exactly. Really good drone drilling. Barely losing any workers here. The Queen stands strong, and Solar is holding.
Yeah, this was a fantastic hold from Solar. He didn't lose a single worker.
Wow. That's actually crazy, actually insane. And now RagnaroK is behind. He is still trying to build up his worker count. He's on an even base count. He's down on tech as well. Link speed about to kick in for Solar. Yeah, he's going for that Overlord, and he's gonna hunt it down.
Yeah, it looks like he should be able to just get that Overlord, and that's going to be a big supply block for RagnaroK.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it was a really smart play. I loved it. I do think he was trying to elicit a 12 pool response, and he did, to be fair, but I don't think he was expecting Solar to just control that hard, and it was crazy what Solar was able to pull off there.
Yeah, it was a fantastic defense from Solar. Now Solar going to be testing the defenses of RagnaroK, morphing in Banes right at the front here. One of these queens caught out already, and Solar might just be able to break here. GG is called. Solar is taking us to a game 3.
GG, well played. Solar with a beautiful defense. Had no idea what the hell he was up against, but defended beautifully regardless. And with that, we have an ace match. We're going all the way to game 3.
There we go, diving straight on into game 3. That tricky opening from RagnaroK not quite working out due to just a perfect response from Solar and some magnificent drone micro.
Exactly. It was Papi. It was very impressive as we are going to be getting ready for the final game here of the series, the final game of this. And I'm really curious. Solar, he's asking what build it was. he's asking RagnaroK right now. They're having a little bit of a conversation. I think he's asking. I'm just spamming Google Translate right now. Beautiful. Solar's like, was it a 14? Yeah. Solar's like a 14 pool, and then RagnaroK's like, no. And then Solar's like, do you know what you just did? And then RagnaroK laughs. He's like, do you even know what you were doing? Oh my god. But I love that, like, again, that was such a quirky build that even Solo's just like asking about it. He's like, the hell just happened? I didn't even know about it.
Yeah. Very strange build. And Sola with really nice on the fly reactions to hold that one.
Definitely. As we are getting into this again, of course, RagnaroK is known for having one of the biggest brains in all of South Korea. He's a very, very unique player, and he comes up with a lot of builds on his own, and that may have been one of them, definitely. But we'll see what he has in store for us here in the final game on Dragon Scales.
Yeah, that's right. We are going to be coming into Dragon Scales here. This map, of course, does have a ramp going up into the natural, so not quite as likely to be seeing anything quite as crazy as that, but you never know here. As spawning here in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is onsides Solar.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player representing Mystery Gaming. It is RagnaroK. And this time, we're making drones. This time, we're not going for any kind of crazy gas first build. RagnaroK actually going for a hatch first.
Yeah, not going to be trying that again.
It was actually his first time doing it. He was just off the cuff, Boppy. He's like, if he doesn't know what I'm doing, and if I don't know what I'm doing, then it'll work, right?
Of course. But it is going to be hatch first openers coming out from both players here. Not going to be seeing that 15 hatch either from RagnaroK, so I think it's one of the first times we've seen him just go for a straight up hatch first.
True. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. He is returning to normalcy here with a hatch gas pool instead. He's showing us all that he knows how to play standard. He can do it if he wants to. He just doesn't. Not to.
Solar shames him into it.
True. Smooch, Boppy, smooch. RagnaroK, live free, Boppy. You're beautiful the way you are. You don't have to conform. It's okay. But yeah, as you're saying, for now, just standard stuff all around here, which makes a lot of sense. You know, it's all on the line right now. It's a little bit too early to really distinguish the players in these groups. It's still only day one of this group, but again, every series does count. Does matter.
Yeah, definitely. Have you been playing? I feel like you switched to hatch first in ZvZ yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Except when you want to win.
True, mate. My ZvZ win rate took a nosedive when I started just spamming hatch first. It was not good.
Yeah. It's okay. I got the same thing in TVT. I've got some like comfort all-ins that I like to go to, and been trying to wean myself off them.
The problem is that you just go up against just like pure 12 pools every game and stuff. It's like, like everyone's just an animal.
And I get really good at holding 12 pools.
True. Just get good. Not wrong though, not wrong. We have our third bases on location on time. We have our Bailey nest as well. No one is cutting any corners. Everything is looking as it should.
Yeah, we are going full standard on both sides. This is the most standard of all ZvZ openers. And yeah, from here we should be seeing both players just getting small groups of Lingbane, trying to get the scout, trying to get a little bit of pressure on each other's thirds.
Exactly. We'll see which player decides to opt to go into that pressure first, and it shouldn't be a surprise. It is going to be RagnaroK. He has 14 Lings in production. Bailey Nest is about to finish up, and I imagine his goal here is going to be to apply pressure to this third base to maybe out-control his opponent. Shouldn't be going all in from here, but we'll see when he does stop Ling production as he is going across the map.
Yeah, big Ling attack coming on in. Solar is going to get eyes on something coming across the map when we see him morphing in his own defensive Baneling. So, as you were saying, it is going to kind of come down to the micro here. I love that single Ling coming out the side as well, just to see exactly how many Lings are headed his way.
Oh, exactly. Needs that scouting information. Meanwhile, the two Banelings do finally arrive behind this. RagnaroK is going for a very fast Roach Warren. It is almost done at this point. He is droning behind this, to be fair, but he can, of course, commence Roach production very quickly as he does back off.
Yeah, we do see RagnaroK getting a full Ling Scout as well. He has been trying to get that Scout for quite a while, and he does finally get that.
He's able to get a read on what is going on. Now you can see again the players just going to be skirmishing here in the center of the map so far. No one losing any of their Bailings. Meanwhile, once again, RagnaroK does slip into the main base, just confirming no additional gases, no Gigafast Roach Warren. Roach Warren's on the way, but again, RagnaroK already has Roaches in production.
Yeah, such nice micro coming out from Solar though.
Yeah, as we are getting some latency here, someone is having a bit of a... No! It is Roddy. Roddy.
Nice guy, Roddy. As soon as he notices any lag, just drops out of the game. He's such a good dude.
Yeah. Hopefully everything's okay on his end. Thankfully, there is a clean feed that he can cast from, so he should be able to continue his broadcast over on his end as... Oh, we are here at the end of said broadcast. Roaches are on the way. RagnaroK going to be cutting workers here at 39, and he's going to be sending everything across the map.
Yeah, very similar to game one. RagnaroK going to be staying here on hatch tech and just committing to units. Meanwhile, we do see Solar starting to tech up, getting his extra gas, getting that lair on the way as well.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see if we can make use of that lair as the Roaches are banking up back at home. And here we go. They're finally being sent out across the map. They're finally being revealed here to Solar.
Yeah, the pressure has begun. Oh, RagnaroK being a little bit careless with his Banes. Loses all of them to the Queens here.
Yeah, but Solar's droning. He just made a wave of workers. The Roaches are about to arrive. I think this is a late reaction out of Solar, and I don't know if he's going to have enough to defend. He does have a lot of Lings and Banelings. To be fair, he could still surround this army.
Yeah, Solar sees this coming on out. The Lings, wow, they're going to catch out the Queens without the support of the Banelings. The Banelings desperately trying to get on top of these Lings. They will be pushing them away, but so many Banelings are coming in here for RagnaroK.
Yeah, they're rolling into the mineral line. They turn back around here to support against the Lings, and it looks like RagnaroK is busting on through. He takes down the Lings. He's getting on top of the Queens. The Spine Crawlers are too little too late. Solar's coming too late as well. A late response reaction from Solar.
Yeah, looks like RagnaroK has done it again, just catching Solar with this very similar timing to the first game on Babylon, and he will take down the 2-1 victory.
GG, well played. RagnaroK will take the series in the end. Once again, catching Solar with his pants down, who was banking up Roaches. As he moved out across the map, he was actually attacking with Ling Bane, and it looks like Solar maybe didn't see the Roaches with his Overlord. He was busy, preoccupied, controlling his army, and was droning instead as a result. And with that, GG, RagnaroK takes it.
I have to wonder, maybe throwing away those Banelings on the Queen was some kind of genius mind game to think that, to give Solar the idea that he was about to have a counterattack and he could drone behind that.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Maybe
possible that he... Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that goes into... There's a lot of mind games that can go into ZvZs as well, but yeah, just really well done by RagnaroK in the end. Just, these Roach timings, they can really catch you off guard, and he takes down Solar. He takes down the Sterile Slayer. There you go.
Yeah, very well done there by RagnaroK with some very tricky builds.
Very tricky, sometimes too tricky, but tricky nonetheless. So congratulations to RagnaroK. With that is going to be the conclusion here of the broadcast. That was our final series. You can see them all on the screen, all the matchups that we did cover here on day 5. Again, only day 5 of like 14. We still have a lot of Masters Coliseum ahead of us, and the conclusion of this group will be tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty quick day in the end, but we saw some fantastic games. I especially enjoyed the TVT. That was really back and forth between Spirit and Hero Marine.
Oh, yeah. That was a banger of a TVT matchup indeed. Whew. And tomorrow we have some more. We're going to be Spirit. Spirit Beyond versus RagnaroK, and Solar versus Spirit at the end. So yeah, we do have all the matchups before us here on the screen, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with I'll be alongside Yaku.
Yeah, plenty more action to come, and yeah, as you were saying, lots more days of Master Coliseum. We're just gonna be smashing them out day after day here. So plenty of games for everyone to enjoy as we start to get towards the business end of this tournament.
There you go. There you go. So if you enjoyed Masters Coliseum, if you want more of it, every day. It's going to be every single day for the next couple of weeks. So make sure you're there, a part of the event, a part of the broadcast. Also, thank you so much, Asher. Thank you so much for joining me today and yesterday as well. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And
It's
thank you,
been
Rufus.
years. Yeah. That's why I want you here, but just for Rufus. Oh. he's beautiful, Pop. He's beautiful. Oh.
Hungry.
Hungry?
Yeah.
At 1:30, he's gonna get some food? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's a DJ like me. He gets a midnight snack.
Ay. Oh god. So yeah, thank you so much, Asher, for joining me today. Thank you. When next stream? When are you setting up OBS?
Probably not. Probably not till at least next weekend, but we'll see.
You're like, give me like a month or two. Give me
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Aye. So yeah, if you guys want to follow Asher, you can click on the Twitch title. I believe we do have links in the title, or you can ! AsherBro in the chat for links to Asher's social media and to his Twitch channel. Asher won't be streaming anytime soon, but when he does, you want to be following him because he doesn't tweet.
I won't. It'll be a once every few months experience, so you don't want to miss it. Just check that Twitch channel listing every day, every hour.
There you go. So yeah, be there for some more Asher and Rufus action, especially Rufus action. Otherwise, you can follow me at light_VIP. I typically stream throughout the week. Not during the weekend though. Weekends we're a little bit busy casting, and we're going to be live in 8.5 hours on the CranKy Ducklings with our next broadcast with the Tenacious Turtle Tussle. So the StarCraft just does not end. So if you want some more, again, we're going to be live in only 8 hours. So be there for the next cast. Otherwise, you can follow me at light_VIP on my own personal channel. I do stream whenever I can. But for StarCraft action, ! Socials in the chat for the CranKy Ducklings on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel. We have a Discord server as well. So you can follow us on all things CranKy Ducklings.
No rest for the wicked.
No. And I am wicked. Yeah. With that, Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night, Bobby?
No, absolutely not. No more of that.
Okay. We'll be
Rufus
heading
is
off.
getting grumpy. Look at his little face. Like scowling. Get me out of this.
Feed me. Thanks for watching, everyone. A shout out to Kuro as well. Kuro has been handling the production, so a shout out to Kuro as well. 16 Squads and Seki. We'll see you guys in 8.5 hours for our next broadcast, or we'll see you guys in less than 24 hours for the next day of Masters Coliseum. Until then, bid you adieu. Good night.
Ciao.